Hi, I'm Francesco, a backend software developer. I've worked with some of Italy's largest banks. I've been investing in financial markets since 2019, and I'm passionate about finding stocks trading below their intrinsic value. I built justDCF to streamline my own analysis and keep track of the companies I follow. And now I want to share it with you. Let me show you everything you can do with justDCF.com. Once you search for any stock, you immediately get a quick overview: market cap, next earnings date, industry, and more. One of my favorite features is the price return matrix, a heat map that shows you monthly and yearly returns for any time horizon you choose: 3 months, 1 year, all the way to max. At a glance, you can spot seasonality patterns, the worst drawdown months, win rates, everything you need to understand how a stock has historically moved. In the DCF section, you can analyze the full financial breakdowns, free cash flow to firm or free cash flow, and the real value here is the Excel export. So with one click, you download a fully built discounted cash flow model, analyst estimates already loaded for the first 5 years, historical averages for the remaining years. As you can see, the model is already fully built. You have 3 scenarios right here: conservative, base, and optimistic. The WACC and the terminal value are already set. The only parts you actually need to touch are the ones highlighted in the yellow. Everything else is pre-compiled. And as you scroll through, you can see all the formulas are already there. The calculations are done for you. At the bottom, you get the full valuation summary: enterprise value, equity value, and implied price per share. This is a model that will take hours to build from scratch, and it's ready in seconds. You just need to validate the assumptions. Okay, so this is one of the most interesting features. It's the reverse discounted cash flow. So instead of asking, what is the stock worth? It flips the question: given the current share price, what growth rate is the market pricing in? Here you can see it live. The market is implying roughly 8% annual free cash flow growth for this stock. Now I can ask myself, do I think that's reasonable? And I can adjust all parameters in real time. So discount rate, free cash flow growth, free cash flow margin, terminal value, choosing between an exit multiple or a terminal growth rate. Everything updates instantly. And just like the DCF, you can download this model too. As you can see, it comes with the same structure. Your assumptions are already loaded, the formulas are all there, and the implied price per share updates automatically based on the parameters you set. The metrics section goes beyond standard financial statements. Here you get a detailed breakdown by business segment, for example, iPhone revenue or iPad revenue, Mac revenue, wearables, and services revenue, so you can see exactly where the growth is coming from and which part of the business are accelerating or declining. Every metric has its own trend chart, so you select the chart type and search for any specific KPI instantly. So you can also load any competitors side by side and immediately see who's outperforming. For example, with the Airbnb and Booking, we can show the total nights booked. And when you find a chart that tells you something interesting, you save it directly to the company's workspace with one click. I'll show you that in a moment. Every earnings call transcript is available directly in the platform. You can browse any quarter, not just the latest one. You can download the full PDF or read it online and take notes that get saved automatically to the company's workspace. So your analysis and the source material live in the same place always. This is where everything comes together, the company workspace. Here I find the charts I saved from the Any section, and the notes I took during the earnings call, and everything that management said taken by the quarter. So when a new quarter comes out, I don't start from scratch. I open the workspace and I already have everything: the metrics I was tracking and what the management said last time. I can immediately see if the business is evolving the way I expected. It's like having a research journal for every company you follow, always up to date, always in one place. This is the feature I use every single earnings season, and I think it's a very interesting feature. The ratio section gives you all the key valuation multiples, price to sales, EV to sales, EV to EBITDA, price to earnings, and more. And not just trailing, you also get forward multiples projected out to 2029 based on analyst estimates. This historical and forward view together is extremely powerful. You can immediately spot whether a stock is cheap or expensive relative to its own history and relative to where the market expects it to go. And as always, add any competitor and the comparison is instant. And of course, there is a full estimates section. So revenue, EBITDA, EBIT, net income, and EPS. Projections out to 5 years from now, so with low, high, and average consensus from all covering analysts. A quick sanity check before you finalize any valuation. As Peter Lynch once said, insiders might sell their shares for any number of reasons, but they buy them for only one. They think the price will rise. That's exactly why justDCF has a dedicated insider section. You can see the full insider trading history going back years, quarter by quarter acquisitions versus disposal, exact quantities, and the trend over time, because when insider buy, it's worth paying attention. And then there is justDCF AI mode, a financial analyst agent built directly into the platform. You can ask it anything. Tell me the last quarterly result of the Cloudflare, and it pulls the actual numbers, compares them to estimates, and tells you instantly if the company beat or missed. Revenue, APS, operating income, guidance, all in seconds, formatted and ready to read. We built this as a proper AI agent, not just a chatbot. It has access to the platform's data and knows how to use it like an analyst would. Now, here's something I want to be upfront about, because this is a launch offer and it won't last forever. For a limited time, you can get lifetime access to justDCF with one single payment. No subscription, no monthly fees, no renewals, ever. You pay once and you keep everything. All the premium features I just showed you, plus every future update. And every time a company reports new earnings, the data gets updated automatically. You pay once and the platform keeps working for you forever. And if you want to start smaller, there is also a pay-per company option. Pick 4 or 5 companies you follow, buy access to their data, and you'll keep receiving updates for those companies for life every single quarter. No commitment beyond what you actually need. This is a launch deal, and I want to reward the people who believe in the platform early. If fundamental analysis is part of how you invest, this is the best deal you will find. The link is below. Thanks for watching and see you next time.